Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, and if you are new, welcome. This week's Magical Monday video, we will continue to explore how to use astrology to manifest our best lives. But before we dive into this week's topic, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you will be notified each time I upload a new video. And somewhere on the screen you will see where to follow me on my other social media, which is Instagram and Twitter. This week we will be exploring the 12th house, which is the last house associated with your birth chart. And the 12th house is known as the house of the unconscious and the house of self-undoing. The 12th house is connected with life's boundaries, and so rules prisons, hospitals, institutions, asylums, and any space that inhibits freedom. People who work in such institutions commonly have a lot of planets in their 12th house. So definitely check your birth chart and see if you have a lot of planets in there in the 12th house. It is also associated with secret enemies and clandestine affairs. You know, those one-night stands. This is also the house of dreams and imagination. It is where you become aware of the contents of your subconscious as well as that of the collective world. It is the house of retreat, respite, isolation, and withdrawal. Long-term or chronic health concerns. A tendency to escape into the past is another 12th house pitfall and can result in a illusionary existence. This is if you have some planets or placements in the 12th house, you may have that living in the past trait. Often your mental world and perception of reality don't correspond to the physical reality. So you're like, living in fantasy land. This house shows the area of life in which you are most likely to deceive yourself. Again, living in fantasy land. Now let's see how each planet plays in this house. Now, when your sun shows up in your 12th house, you seldom receive full recognition, but easily accept roles of relative obscurity. So you would take on roles like mundane things, and you don't get the recognition for it. That's kind of odd because, sun is very bright and noticeable, but when it shows up in your 12th house, this probably is a fear of yours, that you will not get the full recognition for doing the littlest tasks that seem to be important. When your moon shows up in your 12th house, you need periodic retirement from the world and feel emotionally isolated from others. So you have a need to isolate yourself, go into hermit mode, and just be by yourself and separate yourself from the world. Sometimes we need that every so often. Trust me. And this is when your moon shows up in your 12th house, is withdrawal from the world. Mercury in your 12th house. Your thinking is affected by experiences and subconscious influences. Decisions are often based on feelings rather than logic. So you will base your decisions on how you feel about the situation. Like, okay, how do I feel about, moving to getting another job? Is it really worth it? Am I really ready for it? How do I feel about that? Versus, look, my job not paying me well. It's best for me to go find somewhere where I could get paid my worth. That's logic. Versus, well, if I move, how is other people going to feel about me leaving this job and going to another one? That's feeling. So that's Mercury in your 12th house. Venus in your 12th house. You love secretiveness and solitude. You are socially shy. So you don't do well with, crowds. I'm one of them. And you tend to be shy within groups and crowds. You like to be left alone. You like your solitude. And you don't share with people. So that's that secretiveness. You don't share. You're not that open to sharing, like, information about yourself and your family. Mars in your 12th house. You have a compelling sense of mission, but your desires are kept secret to avoid open opposition. Unconscious anger needs to be brought into the open. So if you have anger issues and you don't know really where they're coming from, you definitely want to address that when you have Mars showing up in your 12th house. You like to have goals and missions, but you kind of, you have an aspiration to be like a leader, but you don't want other people to know that you want to be a leader. So you keep that to yourself to try to avoid conflict. So that is Mars in your 12th house. Jupiter in your 12th house. You enjoy research or working behind the scenes and are willing to extend assistance to others without expectation of reward. So this is the type of person who like to work behind the scenes. They don't care about, the pat on the back. They just want to get the job done. They're happy as just working and putting their nose to the grind and getting the job done and doing the research that is necessary. They don't need the recognition. They don't need the pat on the back. They would lend help to anybody that needs it. They just want to get the job done. Saturn in your 12th house. You work behind the scenes and it is hard to achieve recognition. Yet another person that likes to work behind the scenes but have a hard time finding the recognition for the hard work that they're doing. Uranus in your 12th house. A subconscious feeling of cabin fever inhibits your ability to feel free and independent. You may be a loner. So since you're a loner, you kind of feel like you're not really free to be the loner that you want to be and be independent. Neptune in your 12th house. You can be deeply involved with the unfortunate side of life. You may have great compassion for people who are the outcasts of society. So you would be the type of person that will be empathetic to the homeless, people that have, that's on the poverty line, below the poverty line. You want to help those people, or you kind of attract those people towards you and you befriend them people, these type of people. And you have great compassion and empathy for them. You understand their plight and you just want to make their lives better. So you become very, very involved in those type of causes to try to help the lesser become better. Now, Pluto in your 12th house. You are preoccupied with the mysteries of life. You're just all over consumed about the mysteries of life and death. Kind of have a tendency to be a little bit morbid and matters relating to a higher consciousness in life. So you're very into the mystical things, spirit, exploring different avenues of spirituality and religion, and just what's the meaning of life? Why do we die? This is your preoccupation when you have Pluto in your 12th house. So I hope you guys are enjoying this astrology series. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you will be notified each time I upload a brand new video. And on the screen you will find where to find me on my other social medias, which is Instagram and Twitter. Thank you guys for watching. The next video we will be discussing going into the birth chart, so don't forget to check out the description bar, because there will be a link there so you can get your free natal or birth chart. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.